Hi there, it's Jenny. I have a new video start to finish layout to share. It is using the April Scrapbook Circle sketch, but most of the products came from the Scrapbook Circle March kit. Some came from the new one, but I have so much left from the March kit I thought I'd try to squeeze one more layout from it. So I'm going through a couple of the little things that they were included. Those LE Studio were not included, but they did have a neat little Scrapbook Circle tag sort of cut apart that they had included. These were also not included. I thought I might use. I didn't end up using that one though. This is a neat little file folder from Webster's Pages that was in the kit, and I do use that. And those are some more of those. Those have great patterns. And some of this is leftover paper from other projects. Those are actually from, that flare button is from, I believe, the maybe the February kit. Got some mists. These are some of the papers that are left over from that kit. Those were not included. That Fancy Pants stencil was, but I didn't use it after all. This is some Dear Lizzie paper, which is beautiful, and this is gorgeous. I hated to cut this. It's from Webster's Pages. And this is the Maggie Holmes. It's beautiful as well. And I used some of this Charmed Life, Lucky Charm paper from Dear Lizzie. So I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to use a white background or a sort of a vanilla background, depending on most of the papers. They're a little bit more cream based, but the cardstock I have, which I think is American Crafts, it got an odd sort of tinge to it. And these are the pictures I'm going to scrap. Their sketch called for 3, and I pretty much stick to it. I flipped it 180 degrees, but I'll show you that in a minute. I've been trying to keep projects as I gather them in a tray so that I can get through them faster. I'm not quite sure if that's working yet, but I think I'm going to show the sketch now. There it is. It has that, I flipped it 180 degrees so that that circular element is on the right side. But other than that, I pretty much followed it. I had decided I was going to do sort of instead of a bicycle wheel or spoke, do like a pie chart for that circular element since my kids were scootering. So I'm just going to cut down the photos now. They're lovely Instagram photos. I know some people don't like the filters on them or don't like to use those photos, but I actually prefer them because I think they're much more spur of the moment, and I don't know who doesn't have a phone with them to snap a picture with these days. Don't always have a digital camera. So anyway, most of our pictures and my layouts seem to be coming with Instagram pictures, which I prefer because they are square, and I do mostly 12 by 12 layouts. It seems to all fit together. So I'm trying to decide on the placement of the photos, and this is where I think I decide to turn it. I think I'm going to be really slow here for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and put it into fast forward. I do some misting and layering, and I will let you see that, and I will come back a little bit towards the end. Okay, I'm back here towards the end. I told you I was indecisive, girl. You saw me going through a lot of different ways to get that pie chart to work out the way I wanted it to. I like the way it turned out in the end, but I had really wanted to use that stencil cut out from Fancy Pants that said "we" either as a mask or as the stencil itself, and just have it say "we Zoom." That was going to be my title, but I couldn't get it was going to be too big, and so I just decided to not use it and have those little letter stickers. They're a little bit hard to read, but that's okay. There's a lot of text going on. I'd wanted to use that black and white tag and the black and white paper from Maggie Holmes to kind of tie in my daughter's helmet, which is sort of black and white or zebra striped or something. And I'm being indecisive again and can't decide what I want to do. I really wanted to point to something. I think I ended up putting it on the pie chart itself. I love that paper from Dear Lizzie that has all the words written all over it, but it's just really busy and it's a little bit pinkish. I thought it was bright enough to bring out the kind of tie in the pants on my son's picture, but I really just kind of wanted to cut it apart, so I made sort of a subtitle or whatever you'd like to call it there out of those little words. And I really kind of felt like I needed to ground some of that paper on the ends just so you could see it a little bit more. I ended up putting it on the Webster's Pages sort of block map, grid map. And instead of having to throw something away, I'd rather reuse it, so I'm going to reuse those pieces I punched out that were supposed to be sort of like tires or, you know, two wheels or something. Sorry about the glare. There, I finally found a home for that. And I'm going to use some more of that washi tape, the arrows pointing back towards that, and do a little bit of journaling, and finally call it done. So you can see the close-ups at the end and the final product. Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to see more, you can check out my blog, and the supply list and links will be at the end. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.